In this episode of the Concrete Detailing in Revit series, you will discover how the rebar adaptive propagation feature can enhance your productivity while detailing concrete structures in Revit. When you are working on a design that has similar concrete elements, you can quickly and accurately copy shape-driven and freeform rebar from one concrete host to another. To use this feature, I simply select a concrete element that hosts rebar and then click the Propagate Rebar command. Next, I can choose the alignment method, by host or by face. Since I selected the host, the command starts in the Align by Host mode by default. Next, I need to select the destination hosts. The selection can be made by individually picking elements, but to speed up the entire selection process, I can also make a window selection. Please note that only elements in the same category can be selected. The other categories are filtered out. For each selected destination host, the rebar is shown as a preview. What is worth emphasizing is that these concrete host elements need not be identical for the newly created bars to match their new host. In my model, the color coding of the columns represents the different cross-sections of the concrete elements. This is the power of adaptive propagation. Now, I will propagate the reinforcement into the columns at the top level of the building, as these have terminating hooks. A good practice before you start rebar propagation is to define and review the rebar constraints. If the constraints are properly set in the source element, the bars have a better chance of correctly adapting to the destination hosts. Due to the different dimensions of the concrete elements, propagation may work better for certain ranges of width and height of the concrete column sections. You can use a trial and error method for different sizes of destination hosts. Now, I am going to propagate the reinforcement in the round columns. The round columns are reinforced using freeform rebar with align distribution. I can copy individual bars by making a rebar selection. During rebar propagation, only selected rebars are copied to destination hosts. In this way, we can control whether we want to copy all elements of the concrete host or only selected rebars belonging to it. As you can see, the process is similar to that of rectangular columns with shape-driven rebars. Now, I am going to propagate some rebars in a concrete wall with a door opening. This example shows how important it is to properly define rebar constraints. If you're wondering what I mean by properly defined rebar constraints, be sure to watch my previous step-by-step tutorial where I demonstrate how to place reinforcement in a concrete core wall. In the end, I will copy the reinforcement into a few more walls. And there you have it. See how many elements I managed to reinforce in such a short time. The adaptive rebar propagation feature enables you to model rebars in Revit faster and easier, increasing your productivity in detailing concrete structures. Thank you for watching and happy reinforcement modeling.